So we think that the future of early music lies with experimentation with the tools that they would have had at their disposal back in the time that this music was written, in such a way that we can get closer to the performers, the mindset of the composers, and in such a way closer to the compositions themselves.
By using techniques such as solmization, the Guidonian hand, canons and improvisation, we can have a better understanding of how music was constructed and therefore how it functioned. You don't already have to be an expert in early music to use some of these tools. The Guidonian hand, for example, is a really great access route for children. It's easy, it's clear to see, it's tactile, it's physical, and it's a great way for them to start experimenting already with improvisation. Even if they don't know the theory behind it, they can already show something and receive the feedback immediately of how it sounds.
When you give children something to play around with, they fly off with it within an instant.
I think we often analyse quite intensely in the field of early music in rather an academic sense. And this means that sometimes we shy away from some of the more creative approaches because we're so focused on getting things right.
Improvisation as a tool can help people understand how this music, and especially this music, functions and is built. Because in this music you find a lot of patterns that repeat themselves. So by understanding and studying the improvisation aspect of this music, it allows you to also understand the written out music better and how the composers were thinking about how to write their pieces.
It can also be helpful if, when performing a piece, you start to recognize, oh, okay, maybe we're approaching a cadence here. I understand how this works in terms of the harmonic structure, even if you've not sat down and studied the counterpoint. If you've been playing canons and practicing cadencing together, then you already recognize this when you're performing a 2 or 3 part piece.
I think the great advantages in reading for mensural notation, it allows you to start developing skills such as how to place ficta, how to place texts, and it allows the performers to contribute a little piece of their own musicality to the piece they are performing. And in my opinion, that is beautiful. I think that it's great that we can give a little part of ourselves in the performance that we're giving, not just reading the language, but also understanding the language. And it adds this element of playfulness, of puzzling, trying to figure out the music on the road. It's a bit like a build your own adventure.
Super.
There are already some groups doing this professionally, and I think there are early musicians who read from these original sources recreationally, but it's still not so common to have people performing on the concert stage from sources, and I think that's because a lot of us still have this fear of not executing something perfectly. I think the future of early music is one in which we engage more directly with the sources, perhaps with more of a trial and error approach, one that's more creative, so that we can better understand how this music came to life.